Hello everybody, this is Laura in Hawaii. Well, I'm sitting at a window by one of my desks and there's a Kona wind blowing and I can hear the birds. They're kind of faint, but maybe you can pick up some of their chirping outside. I'm doing this little video because I was asked to do it. It's not my thing. I don't care to brag about anything I've done, but I was asked by several people to show them what I bought in France. Well, first of all, I didn't buy very much because it's very expensive and all the nice craft places have gone. There are no craft stores, and the bricants and the vide greniers, those are the open markets and things, they're few and far between, and they're not like they used to be. It's a lot of clothing and a lot of sort of manufactured items, and so it's just not the same. It's not easy to find anything. However, I'll tell you about the things I found and what I found, and as I say, it's not very much, so it's going to be pretty short. First of all, I always like to get old books, so I did get a couple of old books and French books, of course, and I like the smaller ones, maybe about 5 by 7 or 4 by 6, and I like them to have these nice embossed covers. And inside, of course, the pages are lovely and brown, and I tear the pages out and use them for things, and I just generally have fun with them. So while I was in France one day, I had some time, so I decided to tear out some pages and make a little book while I was there. So that's a little book I made, and it's kind of nothing, but it's got little pages from some books that I picked up, or some leaflets I picked up. So just like that, and it's just about 8 pages, and they make the paper is really nice. It is a bit fragile sometimes, so you do have to be careful. So that's the back of it. So that's the end of the books. Then I was in the square called Capitol Square, and it's surrounded on 4 sides by either little shops or by cafes, mostly cafes. And on one corner, if you go just round the corner, there's a lavender shop where you can buy French lavender. And I happen to have quite a lot of lavender, but I wanted to just give them a little bit of my business, so I bought these nice napkins. They're dinner size, they're nice and big. So they're paper napkins. And I also bought some lavender in a little bag. And then I also bought 3 tins of these little candies, little pastels, and they're anise flavored, and I bought 3 of those. I've eaten all the anise flavored candies, of course, but now I've got the cute little tins to play with, so I love those. So that's the lavender bunch. Then I went up to a hilltop village one day, and that is where they sell pastel. It's where they grow the pastel, which is woad. It's a plant that grows, and it's in the family of indigo. And everything in the square up in this hilltop village was dyed, like the shops had scarves and bags and hearts and all sorts of things dyed with this pastel. And it's a bluey kind of, as I said, sort of a denim-y blue indigo color. So I bought this, which is kind of like a paint in a way. It's a little bit thick, it's very strong. You can water it down and you can paint on fabric with it, and then it's heat set. You just iron it or throw it in the dryer or something like that. So I did buy a little jar of that. I've taken a workshop in dyeing with woad before, so I didn't take a workshop or do anything more with that. I stumbled upon a lovely shop that was all filled with Marseille soap. That's the natural soap made generally with olive oil. That was just lovely. So I bought a few pieces of soap like this. I'm going to give away some at Christmas. And another shop next door on a lane was just perfumes, French perfumes. So, nothing would do it, but I had to get a French perfume, and it just smells lovely. It had a lovely, it's called Twilly, and I had been given a little sample of it previously, and I thought, well, if I ever find that Twilly perfume, I'm going to buy myself some. So that was my treat, because that was a little bit over budget. Then I got these wooden stamps. These are for children. They're old stamps. And this is how they look. And they're about a centimetre or half an inch in diameter. And they're all kinds of little images. They're flowers and leaves and birds and butterflies and keys and motifs that I don't know what they are. And these are what school children would use back in the day. So I have one little packet of those. And I love the box. I think I bought it because I like the box. Anyway, so that's that. And then I did buy some French lace, and I have it here in my old hat box. And I didn't bring it all out. I bought because it's sort of a heap. It's a mess. But I did wind some onto some French cards. These are advertising cards that I used to wind them onto. So that would be one. This is actually not lace. It's more like burlap trim. And there's quite a lot of it. I liked it. The thing is, when you buy this, you've got to buy the piece. You can't say, oh, I want a metre of that or half a metre. No, you've got to buy whatever is the piece. So I have another one here. This is a lot of crocheted lace. I bought quite a bit of this kind of lace, which is lace netting, because you can cut motifs out, and it's lovely for draping on things, tying up books, all sorts. Here's some more. Another one. I tried to get the narrower because I find that those are more useful in a way. So here's another one. Two on this. And this is a different trim. It's sort of crisscross zigzag things, and I thought it'd be great to put on a bag or something and thread ribbon through those gaps. What else? And then, of course, to buy all that, you had to have some money. So there's €10. If you haven't seen a euro, that's what it looks like. €10, €5. This is what I had left out of 500. Don't tell anybody. So that's what? €35 left out of 500. And before I went to France, I went to my bank, and I did order €500, and I think it cost me like 540 or something US dollars. So that's the exchange rate. And then now I've got this left, and I've got a little bit of silver change as well. I can take this back to the bank, and they'll give me dollars back for it, which I intend to do. So anyway, I hope that has satisfied that. I did buy a few little trinkets that I like, so I'll show you those. I'm sure you'll think they're kind of funny. What they are is religious symbols. Okay, so this is like Bakelite, and it looks like it's the Madonna in the center, and these are all antique, of course, so that's that one. And very hard to find these, by the way. This is a crucifix. And then, of course, you get the beads like that. Lovely beads. And another one. They all have little charms on the bottom that are little religious figures. And then this is a Jesus on a charm of some sort. As I said, these are all old. I like to get them when they have something red on them. And this was a, let's see, this was an old cross. Could have been from a war or something, because it had this old fabric ribbon on that, so I like that. And then there's another little cross. They're mostly crosses when you find this sort of thing, or Madonnas or Jesus or something like that, because after all it's a Catholic country. Anyway, I hope that satisfied everybody? That's the best I can do. You don't want to see the underwear I bought, or I did buy 2 t-shirts, 3 pair of French underwear as well. But thanks for watching. Goodbye.